ne dovete andare anche a dormire. Ok, una cosa importante che voi dovete... Oh, sorry. An important thing that you have to know about this is that within the Toronto Club there is a women's group. And the women's group a couple of years ago became 25. And because of that, we wanted to celebrate the occasion, not going out for dinner, not going out for dancing. We wanted to have something that would stay forever, for generations to come. So we approached an artist, actually two in Trento, Paola De Manincor and Bianca Pasolli, and we back and forth decided what to do to show what women had done within the immigration movement. Recognizing at the same time that we were not only saying our story, but we were repeating the story of every woman in the world who had immigrated from her own town, okay? So here you see, and I know it is something similar to the States as well. Many people at that time came by boat, but you see the waves, the ocean, whatever you want to call it, that it is actually the smoke of the train. Because quite often, even to get to New York or the towns around New York, they needed the train. So that is the first thing. In a way, transportation back at that time. If you look at this group of persons, it's the first group, and you have to say it. It's quite sad, it's quite drabby looking, it's not a happy bunch of people. And these are the first people who came. And now they are faced with a new type of vegetation. The artist wanted to put a pine tree, and I said, no, because we are in Canada. And she put, therefore, a maple. She put a maple, and I had to go and take her to a maple tree. Because one thing is to see it on a page, and one thing is to experience it. So I have a maple tree in front of my house. She simply hugged it, she felt it, and from that moment I realized that my tree is crooked, because that is the way she painted it. And since then, I actually realized that artists have a second vision, exactly. They have a different kind of feelings. So we wanted, our theme was supposed to be yesterday, today, tomorrow. So that is yesterday. And even this part here. But if you look at the blonde lady up there, look how similar the color of the maple leaf is. So the whole structure of the color on this mural is quite an interesting chapter in a way, because everything flows for a reason. So the maple leaf becomes the blonde girl who looks and thinks and dreams Dolomites, the mountains back in Trentino, the Edelweiss, Stelle Alpine, and those stones up there are actually coming from those mountains. Every time I would go to Italy, I would come back with a pocket full of them, okay? Right. So, this is the oldest girl here, the blonde. And you see how she's playing with this in your town, I don't know, el cercio, you would, in Trento you don't use this word. Anyway, esatto, il cercio, the rim of the barrel, or the bike, and you would push it, okay, the first you would go down the road or whatever, okay? And for the artist, this would be the circle of life. Okay, and if you look at the way she has this pose, is actually pushing in the young girl here in yellow. So she's pushing it into the circle of life where mothers, older sisters, grandmothers would have to be working only at menial jobs, because they didn't come with big diplomas. We are talking about 70, 80, 90 years or whatever. So you see people having to sew, people having to iron, people having to wash, people having to probably make pizza. We think it's a pizza there anyway. At the same time, the face of this look is quite a study, because she's definitely very sad. But the hope is in what she does. She's holding the veil of the bride. And that is the question, will I get there too? So here is the bride, the groom, and the only thing that we wanted really strongly in Toronto, we wanted that the bouquet of flowers would be the trillium, the flower of Ontario, because everything had to, in a way, give the impression that the story was coming from us, okay? And you have the new life here with the flower girl, and then look at the way the veils goes. Okay? So this is life at its fullest. It starts from one point and it will keep on going. The other interesting thing is that where over there you see the mountain, let's say at the back of the girl in her mind, here with a family. Dad, mom, the little girl with, of course, a mela from Baldinon. Okay? Now they don't think about the mountains anymore. Look, from the window they see Toronto. They know they are home. This is what they have decided to become and to stay. You keep on going, and these are the new generation. So from yesterday we became today, and this is tomorrow. The generation that we still don't see at the club, but they come one of these days. And there are boys and girls. And then look at these two figures. The girl is totally abandoned on the shoulders of the boy, meaning a new family is in the process. Okay? That was what we wanted to convey. Okay? Then if you look at the blue dress of the blonde girl, that blue gets reflected on the face of this, because this is in itself life. This is a waterfall. The artist actually put even pieces of glass because he wanted the light to be reflected. All the pieces underneath here, they are mosaic from Venice. If I told you that the stones up there were coming from Trentino, the ones down here instead are coming from parks in Ontario. Every kid would go camping, he would come home with 3-4 stones to be used for this reason. And so here you have, again, the fountain of life with the big hair, which is actually water. You see this gold, because they are gold pieces of mosaic from Venice, are drops. They are going down, and at the same time the girl is pushing back up, meaning she can start playing with life, and then if it would be years from now, there would be another couple, kind of, okay? So this is the story of what we wanted to say.